Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When Jack visited Kayla in her hospital room, he said that they had discovered John near Poplar Bluff, which he thought was an odd coincidence. I believe it was related to our hunt for Abigail. Jack said, I'm just not sure how it fits yet. Kayla said, so, Yoon and Chad came home empty-handed. No, Jack replied. Kayla let out a gasp. Kayla said, did you find Abigail? Jack said that he had found a lady who may be Abigail with Chad. Jack gave an explanation of the woman's severe injury that occurred just before Abigail passed away and the subsequent reconstructive surgery. But she'd know if she were Abigail, right? Kayla inquired. She said, the accident left her with no memory of her past. Jack continued. Jack requested a DNA test from Kayla. Chad praised the lady in the hospital waiting room for coming to Salem with them to find out the truth about her background. Don't thank me just yet, please. This is a big mistake. I'm beginning to believe. The lady said. Why? Chad inquired. The lady expressed concern that her time would be wasted. I'm just worried that you and your father-in-law are setting yourselves up for a terrible disappointment, stated the lady. Chad said, it's pretty hard not to get your hopes up. Chad contended that they would have an answer via a DNA test. Assuming the role of Abigail, what happens next? It's not as if we can simply hang around. I have no idea who you are, the lady said. When Jack came back, he verified that Kayla had consented to administer the test. There's no point in going back now, the lady remarked. After entering Kayla's office, the gang obtained cheek samples from both the lady and Jack. Kayla assured her that the findings will be available in 1 hour. Chad volunteered to take the lady to a local restaurant when she said that she was hungry. Jack did not go. Jack was alone in her office when Kayla came back. Jack clarified that the lady and Chad had gone out to dinner. Although I think maybe Chad had a hidden agenda, Jack said. Jack updated Jennifer over the phone. Once Jack had hung up, Kayla inquired about Jennifer. Jack acknowledged that Jennifer maintained her objectivity to prevent her from being too optimistic. It's too late for me to do that, obviously, Jack said. Jack noticed with tears in his eyes that he would be saddened if the Abigail tale proved to be a fabrication. It seems like you have to experience grief once again. And I doubt Jennifer and I could bear such heartache. Jack said. When Kayla inquired about Gigi, Jack said that Gigi thought Clyde was telling lies. Chad led the mysterious lady into the living room of the Dimera estate. In order to arrange a supper, Chad said that he had texted the chef. This is the estate of my family, with my spouse and our 2 children. I resided here, Chad said. The lady inquired as to whether Chad had brought her there to see whether the location would bring up memories for her. Yes, Chad nodded. Does anything seem familiar? Chad inquired. As she surveyed the space, the lady came upon Stefano's picture. Chad clarified that while Stefano was his father, he was no longer with us. She remarked, he's very intimidating. He was, a smiling Chad said. Chad saw that Abigail defied Stefano. Go, Abigail, the female ordered. The lady expressed admiration for a vase, and Chad clarified that Abigail had purchased it during their time in Paris. After realizing he was looking at the lady, Chad apologized. I'm not trying to put any pressure on you. It's just that, shrugged Chad. You just need me to be Abigail? The lady shot back. The lady quickly tucked into her banh mi sandwich as soon as the meal came. Chad clarified that their preferred Vietnamese eatery was where Abigail obtained the sandwich's recipe. You like it? Inquired Chad. With a I do, the lady responded. After the findings were ready, Kayla's office was where Chad and the lady went back. They had lunched at the Dimera home. Chad stated, You recognize anything? Jack queried. No. The lady said. Chad was given the test results by Kayla as she entered the room. "What does it say?" inquired Jack. Tate and Holly discussed Sophia's threats over supper on Smith Island. "Do you honestly think that she's going to keep quiet?" Tate queried. Holly shrugged and said that Sophia would probably keep it a secret since she was content to receive money rather than work. Brady's call sounded on Tate's phone. "Hopefully you're correct," Tate said. "If not, I'm going to get into a lot of serious trouble." Relieved that his father was still unaware of Tate's whereabouts, Tate picked up the phone. Tate lied and claimed to be in a vehicle on his way to the camp in the woods when Brady pointed out that it was difficult to hear him. "It's also a little difficult to hear you. Where have you gone?" Tate queried. Brady glanced around small bar before pretending to be at home. "Are you serious?" Tate said. "There's a lot of background noise." Brady stated the TV was making the noise. Brady expressed his gratitude to Tate for returning to camp and for being able to say goodbye to his mother. "Me as well." Tate said, "I just wish you would have let me stay in Salem." Tate's place was at camp. Brady said. Tate questioned if Brady had sent him back for no other reason. "It kind of felt like you couldn't wait to get rid of me." Tate said, "That just isn't true." Simply said, "You committed to the camp, and I believe you need to uphold that promise. That's it. But even though I already miss you, I can't wait for you to get home," Brady said. Brady drank his drink and terminated the call. Tate assured Holly at the Horton cabin that he was safe with his father. Tate also said that they wouldn't be spending much time together at the cabin since he was due home in a few weeks. "Yeah, but hopefully we won't have to meet up in secret for much longer after that," Holly said. Tate agreed that any hope of a true connection may be shattered by the truth about their summer. Tate gave Holly a kiss and complimented her on her appearance. Holly began pulling up his shirt as Tate planted another kiss on her. "What are you doing?" Tate queried. Holly stumbled. "I think we should have sex." Tate laughed nervously and said that he had no idea Holly thought their relationship would be ready for that next phase. "How come we wouldn't be?" "Unless you really don't want to," Holly inquired. "Oh, Holly, please don't. Naturally, I'd want to," Tate said. Tate ripped off his own shirt as Holly planted a kiss on him. Holly began to remove her top as Tate and her staggered to the sofa. Tate said, "Maybe we should talk about this for a minute." Holly was questioned by Tate whether she had ever had sex. "Not at all." "Have you?" Holly inquired. Tate declined. Holly let out a relieved sigh. Holly said, "Then we can be each other's firsts." Tate retreated as Holly moved in to plant a kiss. "How about security?" "I have none," Tate said. Holly went into her handbag and took out a condom box. Tate looked astonished. "I didn't realize that you had this whole agenda," Tate said. Holly added that Sophia had questioned her about whether or not they had had sex, blushing. "When I told her no, she gave me a hard time," Holly said. "What makes her do that?" "It's not her concern," Tate said. Holly concurred and said that Tate had made a hotel reservation for prom night, as Sophia had informed her. "I booked the hotel room so that the two of us could have some alone time," Tate said. "I wasn't trying to seduce you, you know." Holly worried, questioned Tate if he was thinking differently about her. "Not at all," Tate said. "You don't know how much I want to be with you." Tate withdrew again as Holly planted a kiss on him. Tate said, "This is a bad idea." "Why?" Holly inquired. Tate expressed his displeasure that Sophia had caused Holly to feel uneasy. "I feel like if we do it, we'd be doing it to prove a point, and so in a way, it's like she's forcing us into it," Tate said. "Do you feel forced?" Holly retorted. Tate declined. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.